Alright, hello everybody. So we are down here at the Lake of the Ozarks, and I know I've done a lot of hotel videos at the Tantera Resort. It's just a really interesting place. It's a place I have a lot of history with. I always say it's a fun place to do room tours because no two rooms in this entire complex are alike. Anyway, I'm here for another conference, and this is my first time staying here after a major rebranding. If you can see the sign up there, this is no longer Tantera. This is the Margaritaville Lake Resort. So what we're going to do is check out what the experience at the new Margaritaville is like, at least as compared to the old Tantera. And the first thing I can see is that they got rid of the gatehouse that used to be up here. That's interesting. I guess there wasn't much need for one. It's a very interesting re-theme, going from like an Ozark-themed, woodsy kind of hotel to, you know, Margaritaville Caribbean island theme. The grounds here always have looked very nice. I always like the kind of, you know, woodsy feel, like I was saying, but I'm curious to see what the main resort looks like. The other thing that's interesting is that I'm here on what they call a run-of-the-house rate, which on a busy weekend like this pretty much means that whatever the worst room that they have left is probably where they're going to put me. So I don't know if I'm going to be in the main resort or out in the estates or what the deal is. So we will find out, and I will take you along with me to see what the experience is like. Okay, so we're coming up to the main lobby here. Looks like this place is hopping already. I see they rebranded their shuttle buses. And they also repainted the exterior of every building in the entire complex in here. It used to be like a dark brown theme. Now everything is kind of like this light beige theme. And honestly, it looks a lot better. The dark brown really aged the place. All right, well, let's go check in and see where I'm actually staying. The most fun thing about this place, at least in a silly kind of way, is that you really never know what kind of room you're going to be in until after you check in. Okay, so I did end up out in the estates in a standard room this time, which is about the lowest class of room they have here, but it's a lake view. It looks like I'm right on the front. So basically, back here is the main resort complex. They actually renamed all the buildings very creatively because it used to be A, B, C, and D. Now it's Anchor, Beacon, Compass, Driftwood. And supposedly the E building, it looks like, is the Edgewater building now. So they found a way to, you know, they found a happy medium, I guess, between keeping the old, you know, letters intact that people knew and kind of going along with the theming as well. But yeah, that's basically it. So the main resort complex is over here, along with some buildings kind of sprawl out around the lake. That's where the new Landshark Bar and Grill is. All the other Margaritaville themed, you know, stuff that's down by the water. And then in the estates, the ones that are still on the resort rental program are the ones that still have numbers on here. You can see the majority are not, but there's still a pretty fair number of these that are on the rental program. All these homes are, you know, independently owned, and then they use the resort to rent out their properties. So yeah, let's go check out what 28 Shelter Cove is like, room 6188. Boy, that repaint looks really nice through here. It's amazing how much newer it made this place look. So much cleaner. So I'm going to take a little detour here, and let's go check out the new lakefront down here. Wow, this looks different than it used to. That view is almost unrecognizable. That's crazy. I'm not a huge fan of how much asphalt there is down here now, but there always was a lack of parking. I love the light fixture that's just... Oop, and the golf cart turned right into me. The light fixture, it's just a bunch of like empty LED bulbs. So they kept some of these old cabins down here, with the same, like, you know, new color scheme. But then the ones over here they demolished to build a new Landshark Bar and Grill, which has its own little pool. Nice landscaping. They still have the water slide. And then what used to be the main pool is still down there too. Well, this place is hopping. And it's just like, you know, early afternoon on mid to late afternoon on a Friday. But still a bit before you'd expect people to make it out of the big cities and down here for the weekend. So it looks like they're doing very well. I mean, the fact that I got, you know, a room out in the Estates probably means the whole resort complex is full this weekend. So I'm glad to see that they're doing well. But anyway, now we are leaving the resort complex and headed out into the Estates. And we'll check out what this room is like. Okay, so we're sort of entering the Estates complex out here the back way. For the most part, it seems like everything out here is pretty much just like it was, which makes sense. I mean, it's a development that people have bought into. It's not really a hotel per se. As far as hotel experiences go, this is actually pretty unusual. The idea of, you know, driving into a residential neighborhood and then having a hotel room in like a subdivided house. I don't really know of anything else quite like it. It's part of the reason I've always been so fascinated by this place. The roads out here are always interesting. Shelter Cove, this is it. 28, I think, is the number that was on it. Okay. Oh, this is a very quaint little street and very, very tiny parking spot. Am I even gonna fit in this thing? Even if I did fit, how would I get out? There's a fence in the way. Well, that's not gonna work. Okay, plan B. How about we go for the parking spot that's not incredibly stupid? Welcome to the Estates. All right. Make sure this is the right place. It's 28 Shelter Cove, right? All right. So what I'm going to do is leave all my stuff in the car and just take you down there with me, and you'll get the same first impression of this place as me. Well, the setting out here is definitely very Ozarks. Got the lake right down here. And this is the house that we're in. Pretty much one car at a time on this little street. I still can't get over this parking spot. What in the world were they thinking with this? So 28. Looks like they're making an effort with the gardening here, kind of. Stairs are not in the greatest of shape. Every single one's a different size. That's some cool stained glass, though. Look, it goes, and it winds this way. And now we have some more stairs. Boy, this gets steep. 6188 is me. So, wow, look at this roof line. Hello, 1960s. That's in a pretty cool way, though. What a cool place. I love that door, too. So, that's 86. And this is 88. I wonder where 87 is. Is there an 87? What's down here? Well, the architecture on this place is something else. There's that crazy parking pad, way up there. Oh, so 87 has its own entrance and a little patio over here on the side. I'm guessing the main suite is up on top. So, let's see where this door takes us. It's kind of odd, because that other room is like right there, so I don't know where this is going to go. I like that they got RFID locks out here. There we go. Oh, okay then. So, immediately you walk in, and there's stairs. So you get to go down all those stairs, and up all these stairs. Is there a light? There is a light. So you got a connecting door here, which is locked as it should be. A very tiny and steep staircase here. And look, you can see the other side of that roof line out there. This is pretty cool. I wasn't expecting the place to be quite this unique. I'm really glad that I decided to do this one on video. Look at that. There's even carpet in this weird little thing up here. And you go around the corner, and there's another door. And a window. The same view as before. So we're actually the ones on top in this building. Okay. That is actually a pretty cool looking room at a first glance. Dated, absolutely. But the architecture in here, just wow. Let me get some lights on. Okay, this is one of the goofiest rooms I've ever been presented in all my years of travel. Talk about 1960s vintage. I mean, just wow. Like, it's almost reached the point of being so dated that it's actually kind of cool. I mean, architecturally, this room has loads of potential. Those beams up there, the woodwork, that crazy custom window. And there's lots of natural light in here, too. It's really not a bad space. It's hilarious, but it's not a bad space. Climate control is just a regular PTAC unit. I love how the TV is like shoved so close that you can't even close the cover on it. No, it does at least have like a modern flat screen TV. Big coffee table. The interesting thing is out here, they haven't even updated the branding. It's still Tantera. And someone spilled something on this. But they do have the new menu, like for the, well, the updated menu for the newer pizza place, so they've done some effort out here to, you know, get with a new theme, I guess, but not much. This is pretty much classic Tantera at its finest. I see loads of cobwebs on top of this light. I don't know if you can see them on the, video or not, but there's plenty of them up there. You can take my word for it. Lots and lots and lots and lots of dead bugs in there. Definitely some things with cleanliness here that, you know, are left to be desired. That chain is really cool, though. Like, I'm torn between marveling over, like, how cool the mid-century architecture is and saying, I mean, this isn't really that great of a room. But, let's take a look out here at the patio. Definitely taken care of in the security department up here. Got the bar lock and the working lock on here. Patio is actually, it's a little overgrown with trees coming right in, which obstructs the view a little bit. But this is actually a nice space. It's very private. Oh, that has... What is that? Oh, look at all the egg sacs. Oh, this is like infested with spiders or something out here. Look at all that. It's a nice patio until you turn around. Now it's like, ew. What? Look at that. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, yeah, it's the woods. Yeah, it's the Ozarks, but hey, make an effort, guys. Jeez. The patio itself, not that bad. The surroundings, not that good. Carpet in here is obviously very dated and fairly worn. The beds actually look decent at a glance. At least we have updated linens out here. You know, all white. Got our top sheet, down comforter, bottom sheet. Pillows are actually pretty nice. Mattress actually feels very nice. I guess it's a thing like telling you when to flip it. It's also not January, February, or March, but that's beside the point. So yeah, the beds actually seem like a pretty decent pass. This one feels very nice too. We're kind of all over the place here. So we have a nice ice bucket with no ice machine anywhere even close. A for effort. Unless there's some kind of ice maker in this old mini fridge, but I highly doubt that. Oh, well, we have an ice tray that's probably never been cleaned. It's stuck all the way in the back. Oh, that's some very sad looking ice. Yeah, I'm not going to use that or drink out of it. Also, a very old school coffee maker here with a metal pot. Oh, this looks crusty already, and I haven't even dug into it yet. That's a good start. Oh man, it's like slimy on the inside. Well, I don't really feel like putting this back together, but suffice it to say, this has not been cleaned adequately. Nor has that. And they have that standard rainforest coffee you see all the time. Sink area. Actually not bad at a glance. A little dated, but the new faucet helps a lot. Your soap, your medicine cabinet up here. Hair dryer. Linens actually seem fairly nice. Haven't even looked in here. I'm guessing this is going to be a closet. Yep, it's just a closet. Got a luggage rack. Plenty of hangers. Actually a decent amount of space. And a 2017. These are usually only good for 2 years, so August. Well, I guess that actually, if it is what I think it is, that is still current, barely. Tile in here looks like it was probably redone at some point. Got a very cozy bathroom. Huh. I had lights just like that in my house, which was built in the 80s, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Not awful at a first glance. Obviously pretty tight. That's a big fire hazard, having this heater like crammed in the corner with a trash can. And either this thing is almost caught on fire, or it's just really dirty. I can't really tell which. But it looks pretty like brown on the top. But yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Got some more linens in here, which also look pretty nice. They actually have a curved shower curtain rod. It looks like an older one too. But it's always nice to have those. It makes the shower feel a little roomier. Tub is old. It doesn't actually look that bad. The caulking was done somewhat recently and looks pretty good. Some of the grout is kind of dirty, like particularly below the soap dish. And some of these tiles are cracked up here too. So this isn't great. This is like what I would expect out of a regular budget hotel. Not so much a place like, you know, Margaritaville at the Lake of the Ozarks. So there's plenty of people that come here and do these run of the house rates and are expecting to stay in like a renovated new hotel on the lake and are instead getting put out in houses like this one. The shame of it is this place has like an enormous amount of charm to it. It could be such a nice place if it was actually, you know, maintained in any way, but it just doesn't really seem to be the case. There's a view of the lake out the window here. So it's an interesting one for sure. I don't know what's going on up there. But they really need to do something about units like this one that are in their rental system. I mean, you know, with lampshades like this, give me a break. It's a cool place, but it really needs some investment and some maintenance badly. So, not really a great experience. A very interesting one. Like, I definitely enjoyed having the opportunity to do this tour. Though I'm also going to be checking these beds very carefully tonight to make sure I don't have any spiders with me, since I see plenty of evidence of those all over the place in here. So, well, it was an interesting one. I feel like I'm just rambling on forever, so I guess I'll cut it off here. Really hope you enjoyed the video, and that is it.